Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Review. Back to work, back to normal regular life. We're still having to deal with the early release of the manga for this week, which is brilliant considering then that way by the time we're waiting for the Viz release, I think it's going to be by the 19th when we're going to get the next translation out. So this will keep me tied up for this week, I guess, and then we should be okay moving forward. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into Bleach 672. Bleach 672. Interesting, but some of it was a bit I guess. So to explain, let's get the stuff out of the way first. So the first thing was Gerard Valkyrie, the Miracle Man, just doesn't die. Now, this has been asked of me, and I kind of think of this myself, is what does it really take to kill a man like the Miracle Man? And the answer is I don't know, because he got triple teamed by 3 captains with a nearly fully developed Hitsugaya, a decently strong Byakuya, and the trip takedown by Kenpachi. And the answer is I don't know what beats him. It's a cool thing that he's got that kind of power, but it's getting a bit redundant now, and you think like we want to really move on the story. And I think a certain element of this is so that they don't kind of get involved in the Yuha backfight, and it's really a case of Ichigo versus him. So that's a good part of it. The redundant part and the annoying part is the fact that he just keeps going back and over 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 again. And over and over. No, I'll stop there. So he literally just keeps going back. It was no different with the X-axis situation. It's sort of always just regurgitating transformations after transformation. He's basically become like a sentinel, something you'd see in Dark Souls and whatnot. Anyway, putting that aside, the next thing that's key is the nightmare. So the nightmare is important because it comes in 2 compartments, or 2 components. Number 1 is Yuhabak has a dream, or was it a nightmare, of Ichigo walking up to him, pow, taking a slash out of him. Remember I asked the question, just because you see the future doesn't necessarily mean you can change it. The idea of the time travel paradox and being able to judge the future and the past and everything else doesn't necessarily mean that you can completely control it. By changing elements and manipulating elements, there's certain things that you just can't avoid. And the saying says, there's a lot of sayings around this, but one of the saying goes, you can cheat anything in life but death is inevitable for everyone. Well, I read that, I can't remember, but it's an interesting quote. So he's, in a way, Yuhabak has been cheating his life because he's been able to protect the future. But how do you stop yourself from dying when it's inevitable anyway? So maybe he's had that dream knowing that he will die at the hands of Ichigo, and that's why he's the son of darkness, son of the demon, the one that will destroy him. So maybe that's what that's about. And then he realizes this morning, he wakes up and then he goes, "Ooh, I've had such a nice dream." And Ichigo's not far behind, mind you, at this point. So then it goes on to Hashwald and Uryu, Ishida Uryu, and Uryu's been smashed. He's basically been smashed up really bad. And he's barely hanging on, and he's showing his grit and determination. And Hash Browns, or Hashwall, is basically saying, I can't believe it's already sun. The sunrise. It's morning. He goes, "Oh, that's fine. That's perfect. My style is better suited for combat anyway." I thought Yuhabak's style was better for combat because if you can see the future, you can predict the enemy's movements. He'd have the best chance for countering, providing his body could do that. I thought Hashwald's ability was to enhance the people that are with him. So could this be a late twist in the story where Hashwald really, or Jugo, whatever you want to call him, was really looking to strengthen Ishida this whole time? because he knows he's important. Whilst he's been in Yuha Back's takeover skills mode, I guess, he's seen the importance of Ishido Uryu, and maybe he knows he might become the next Yuha Back, but as a good guy. So could it be conceivable, is it at all possible that Hashwall is actually looking to strengthen Ishida rather than weaken him, and it's all a clever ploy? I don't know, but stranger things have happened, right? This is Bleach we're talking about. Anyway, take that aside. We have a conversation between Ichigo and Inoue, and Inoue's back up. Now, finally, we're going to get to see her use her skills, hopefully in a positive way. There's plenty of times where she could have had the opportunity, but now she's finally getting it. I only wish it doesn't be in vain. Purely because, as a fan of the actual show, having followed it for a very long time, 6, 7, 8 years, I honestly want her time to shine because we are winding down the story. Ultimately, the fight is happening. We'll deal with Miracle Man at some point. We'll deal with Doflamingo. Sorry, not Doflamingo. X-Axis, because he looks like a flamingo now. We'll deal with all of them. The fight will end, but we need to ensure that Inoue has some time to shine. That's really all I want. Ichigo will find a way to win. Ichigo will probably become the next Soul King, or somebody else will. Aizen, I don't even know what's going on with Aizen, so he's going to play a part at some point. We haven't forgot about him. So it's all interesting stuff, to happen yet. But that's my summary, that's my thoughts, that's the review. I hope you enjoyed the chapter. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed anything I said, and let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe, show your support, share it with your friends, and let's build a community. We're going to talk about Bleach and One Piece and Naruto and My Hero Academia and Black Clover and all the other different shows and mangas that I review. Let's build a community, let's get the conversation going. And as always, take it easy, peace, and I'll see you next time.